Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth tonight and what he's now saying about that second deadly military strike on a suspected drug boat, killing survivors. Hegseth now saying he only saw the first strike. Here's Martha Raddatz.
Tonight, Washington, December 2nd, Reuters. President Donald Trump on Tuesday said any country trafficking illegal drugs into the U.S. could be attacked. Anybody that's doing that and selling it into our country is subject to attack, Trump told reporters during a cabinet meeting at the White House, after raising the issue of cocaine from Colombia. Colombian President Gustavo Petro shot back at Trump in a post on X, arguing the South American nation destroys a drug-producing laboratory every 40 minutes. Without missiles, Trump has launched an offensive on alleged drug trafficking boats in the Caribbean and Pacific in recent months, killing dozens through targeted missile strikes. U.S. military forces have built up in the Caribbean, with tensions ratcheting up between Trump and Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela, which borders Colombia. The Trump administration alleges Maduro plays a key role in supplying illegal drugs that have killed Americans, which Maduro has denied. In recent days, Trump has flagged the possibility of U.S. military intervention in Venezuela. Trump on Tuesday told reporters that any country that was sending illegal drugs to the U.S. could be subject to land strikes. Not just Venezuela. I hear the country of Colombia is making cocaine. They have cocaine manufacturing plants, and then they sell us their cocaine, Trump said. Petro, who has been personally sanctioned by the Trump administration, invited Trump to participate in the nation's anti-drug offensive, but with a warning: do not threaten our sovereignty, or you will awake the jaguar. Petro said, attacking our sovereignty is declaring war. U.S. Defense Chief says he did not see survivors before follow-up boat strike. Terry strike on an alleged drug smuggling boat in the Caribbean Sea in September, before a deadly second attack that has prompted calls for an investigation into possible war crimes. Speaking at a cabinet meeting at the White House on Tuesday, Hegseth said he watched the initial strike on September 2nd in real time, but did not witness the controversial follow-up strike, presided over by President Donald Trump. The Trump administration is calling the Department of Defense the Department of War, though the president insists he is a peacemaker who has brokered multiple ceasefire deals. Hegseth said that Admiral Frank Bradley, who heads special operations in the U.S. military and was the mission commander for the September 2nd attacks, had made the right call to carry out the second strike and eliminate the threat. I did not personally see survivors, Hegseth said, adding that the scene of the strike had been obscured by fire and smoke. This is called the fog of war. Hegseth said the Trump administration fully supported Bradley and had empowered commanders to do difficult things in the dead of night on behalf of the American people. Hegseth's comments came amid growing demands for accountability over the double-tap strike, which Democratic lawmakers and legal scholars have condemned as a likely war crime. Secretary Talk show host may have been experiencing the fog of war, but that doesn't change the fact that this was an extrajudicial killing, amounting to murder or a war crime, U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen said on X, referring to Hegseth's previous career as a host on Fox News. One thing is clear: Pete Hegseth is unfit to serve. He must resign. Scrutiny of Hegseth's role has mounted since the Washington Post reported last week that military commanders carried out a second strike on two survivors clinging to the vessel's wreckage to comply with his directive that no one be left alive. Hegseth blasted the Washington Post report, which cited two unnamed people familiar with the matter, as fake news, fabricated and inflammatory. The Pentagon's own manual on the laws of war calls orders to fire on the survivors of shipwrecked vessels clearly illegal.